Again, my name is Mina. It's a pleasure to meet you all. I'm here to ask you a few questions so people from here and the scene here can get to know a bit more about you. So, can you tell me a bit more about the name of the band? How long have you been playing together? A bit more about your music, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, totally. So we've been a band for about 8 years now. The name came from so a lot of stereotypes with bisexuals, especially bisexual women, is they're called sluts and whores. So I knew that I wanted the word slut in the name, and we just kind of rapid fire put slut with different words until one of us said SlutBomb, and it just sounded really good, and that's what we went with.
Yeah.
We have two albums, the first one in 2017 and the second one in 2021. There are a couple splits in between, and we recently put out an EP called Commodified Identity out through Another City Records in the US, and then K&M in the UK and Noise Merchant Records also in the UK will be doing a release for over here. Yes,
awesome.
We're very excited to have international friends interested in doing it. And the longer we've been a band, we've wanted to play faster and we wanted to play heavier. So the more we play, the quicker we try to make it. And yes, and we just love all kinds of punk. So the more we can mix in, the more we can do, the better. Whether it's hardcore, whether it's fastcore, whether it's power violence, whether it's just straightforward punk, whatever we can find a way to mix in that we can play fast and heavy, that's what we do.
Yeah, definitely. I can totally agree with that. I see what you mean, and I find it a good way to express yourself. Exactly, through your music. Another thing I wanted to ask you guys is how did you guys end up together as a band? Where did you meet? That kind of stuff.
So before we were a band, Daryl and I knew each other, and I was trying to start a band. Like, I saw all my friends in bands, and I was like, okay, I can do this. I found a bass player, I found not a guitar player, I found a bass player and I found a drummer, but I just couldn't find a guitar player for some reason, which is a really weird problem to have. So eventually Daryl was like, fuck it, I'll play guitar. And then at the time, I lived in northern Ohio, Daryl lived in southern Ohio. Our bass player at the time lived up in northern Ohio with me, and then our drummer lived in the middle. So we would all drive to the center of Ohio, like, you'd drive like 2 hours. Three, and then we'd drive 2, and we would meet in the middle and practice. And long story short, I moved to Cincinnati, and we got a different bass player and a different drummer. These wonderful folks right here.
And we've had the same lineup with everyone together here since about late 2018. And this is our first time touring Europe. This is our first time in any of these countries. None of us have ever been to Europe before.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
So we had never thought ever that we would be playing in Niš in Serbia right now.
Yeah. That was actually going to be my next question. I was about to ask you, how does it feel actually being here so far away from your home? What are your thoughts? How do you find everything accommodating? Do you dislike something like specific? In general, like, what are your thoughts and opinions on Serbia and Niš in this part of Europe?
I have been having such a wonderful time in Europe in general. Everybody has been so accommodating and nice. Every show we play, we have places to stay, and they feed us, and everybody is just so kind and respectful. Show up, and we get all ranges of people. Everyone's very excited, and it's wonderful to be so far away from home and people be so nice. I will say it was a little difficult for us to get into Serbia, but I hear that's a regular thing.
Definitely.
So that's no big deal. Oh, I will also say when we were in Germany, we had to pay to use the restroom in every gas station, and annoying as hell. As hell.
You can find like examples of that here, but rarely.
Oh yes, much easier.
Pretty much.
We played in Smederevo. Is that how you pronounce it?
Smederevo, yeah.
Okay. And yesterday, and it was wonderful and very nice. They said we were the first U.S. band to play at that venue in 26 years.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a wonderful achievement.
Exactly. So we were very excited about that. When we played in Zelenia in Slovakia, they said we were the first U.S. band ever to play at that house, and they had been having shows there for 6 years. years. So these are all like very wonderful things we're happy that we can share and be a part of.
Definitely. One more thing I wanted to ask you guys is I'm guessing you have your Facebook page or Instagram or something like that, YouTube channel or something. Where can we find you guys? How exactly should it be typed out? I'm guessing we'll put it in later.
Yes.
Yeah.
Both Facebook and Instagram, especially Instagram, are the easiest. If you look up SlutBomb, we are the first one that comes up, and you can listen to us on anything. Anything you look up, we will be the first one that pops up. At least I
mean, it's
hope,
definitely a
saying
unique
it now.
name, yeah.
So, and it helps out a lot. But yeah, and if you have questions, if you want to get to know us, please feel free to message the Instagram or Facebook page, because we love meeting new people and we love playing in new places. We are hoping that this will be the first of many times we come to Europe. We have a tour in the West Coast in the US next year in April, and we have plans to go back to Australia in a couple years. Hopefully we miss it a whole lot, and many other places we haven't been yet, because this is our favorite thing to do, and hopefully we can travel a ton.
Wonderful. You guys are so sweet and so kind. It's definitely a pleasure talking to you. And one more thing that I wanted to ask you is, do you have like a couple of favorite songs that we should search up, some of your favorites that we should show to the people and listen to ourselves? Do you have personal favorites?
So I would say probably the title track off of the release that we just put out, Commodified Identity. Really proud of that one. Honestly, that whole release is just really stoked on that one.
Yeah, and close to you as well, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful.
My favorites are the new ones that haven't come out yet. We've been writing a lot.
That's usually always the best thing.
Yeah, I'm really excited for those, so it's definitely something to look forward to.
We'll definitely keep an ear out for that one.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. Yeah, 5 or 6 songs we're hoping to record when we get home. They're planned for a split. We are not sure the band yet, but you can almost definitely expect it next year.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for the heads up as well.
Of course.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty excited to hear what they have in store for us in the next, I don't know, half an hour or so. Yeah, that would be it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.